Vigor desperately needs revived. I've been playing this game for nearly 4 years, and it's generally the only game I've found the most enjoyment from. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this game and why it's on the edge of dying and desperately needs to be revived. At first glance, Vigor, you would think, is a solid game with a bright future, but months in you begin to realize it's easy to stockpile weapons, and before long you've already nearly completed your entire shelter. There goes the end game, and now all you have to do is go for kills, and before long you'll find yourself getting bored, and you'll eventually begin to move on to new games or different games that are coming out, and you'll probably never touch Vigor again. And if you do, it's just for the nostalgic feeling, like a majority of veteran players in the past. Vigor, in my opinion, lost its taste in Season 3 with the addition of leaderboards, which definitely has caused the sweatfest we see nowadays in the Outlands. Sadly, that's what the game has become. Of course, there are many reasons for the game going downhill, like shootout and elimination, making the core game mode pointless to even play. Because if you're trying to get weapons or trying to get airdrops, encounters, yes, they're fun for that gameplay style of looter shooter, similar to Escape from Tarkov. That's why a lot of people play Vigor, is because it's the only game like it that is very, very similar or has the most similarities to Escape from Tarkov. But with the new edition of DMZ that just came out, I noticed a lot of people are shifting to that. So the game has fallen also to number 40 in the top free-to-play games on Xbox. Yeah, that's not good. Now, I've came up with some ideas on how to fix Vigor. Seasonal, weapon stash, and material wipes. Yes, I understand why some players would be upset, and it would probably cause them to leave the game, but it would be more beneficial for the game, in my opinion, and the flow of encounters would be very much improved. Look at games that have wipes: Rust, Escape from Tarkov, DayZ. I'm sure there are other top survival games that have it also. Wipes bring a sense of meaning to survive, and a reason to work for loot, weapons, and to survive as a priority. Of course, for wipes to work, elimination and shootout will need some work when it comes to rewards for encounters to be important. So basically what I'm saying is, encounters need to be better than shootout and elimination when it comes to rewards. Make the rewards very small for elimination and shootout. Make elimination and shootout be more of a practice game mode for new players coming in to practice their gunplay, and even show that in the beginning tutorial, or whenever they first open up into the encounter or into the game and they get to the shelter. Show them on the map or show them in the menu that, hey, these two game modes are to practice your aim before you go in encounters to get used to the weapons and familiar with the gunplay. That is what encounters are not for. That should be what elimination and shootout focus on, and not focusing so much on the rewards you get. Yes, I know elimination and shootout have been requested some improvements, but I think you guys kind of did some overkill with the improvements when it came to rewards. Removal of leaderboards. Vigor has become a shooter with the feature of looting to make the game feel like a looter shooter. You should only be able to see your own personal stats, in my opinion. Get rid of leaderboards. They are not needed in a game like Vigor. This is not Call of Duty. We don't need to know who has the most kills in the Outlands. Realistically, if we're talking about being out in the Outlands or being a survival game, we want to know anybody that we come across, or how many kills they have recorded over the time of playing, or just being alive in the Outlands. So, realistically, we don't need leaderboards. Just show your own personal stats, and maybe even don't even show kills. Because I think that's what caused the game becoming such a sweatfest, is because everybody wants to be number one in kills, when kills don't even matter in a game like Vigor. It's about survival. You don't really get any kind of rewards for the kills you get in Vigor, so it's kind of pointless to have a leaderboard. It really is. Last but not least, focus on the in-game content. The previous things I did mention in this video will probably be pretty much easier to switch and change, like stash wipes and material wipes. That could be easily done within a seasonal update. Same with leaderboards. Leaderboards could easily be removed and only show your own personal stats. Now, these ideas that I'm going to come up with and basically give the devs, or it'll take some time. It'll probably take 3 to 4 or 5 seasons for these to be implemented, but this is some ideas I have. Now, we need more than just shelter upgrades. I know previously the devs have mentioned that they are working on shelter upgrades, but we need more than just one shelter upgrade. We need multiple. But also, what if they added a prestige system? So if you wanted a prestige, you could either unlock the ability to customize your shelter, or maybe even move to a different shelter location. But to do so, when you prestige, you have to reset your shelter upgrades. So that means you will have to restart from scratch of upgrading your shelter. Although you'll still have a nice looking shelter if you prestige, but you will not get the benefits of having that shelter upgrades of instant crafting and quicker times to craft weapons, things like that, and building time. You will not have that anymore because you wanted to prestige, but the benefit you do get is you are able to have a nice looking shelter, maybe a new shelter location. I don't know, that's just a pretty cool, awesome idea that I had. Maybe even get a badge that says you prestige your shelter. Maybe you have different options when you prestige your shelter. Maybe you have level 1, level 2, level 3 prestige. Level 3 prestige, of course, will be the nicest shelter location. I have some bonus ideas for updates or anything to the game to help improve the game. I would say balance of weapons, overhaul them, because I know that's what the devs said they are working on, and just leave it alone. Don't touch them again unless it's something that breaks in an update with one weapon. Fix the weapon back to what it was originally had, and then leave it alone. Don't try to revamp anything, leave it alone. We need to get to a good point of gunplay, balance, and then leave it alone. Make high tier weapons harder to obtain and actually rare to find. Now, for this to be able to work is materials and weapon stash wipes. For higher tier weapons to be harder to find, or do that before you make the weapons harder to find, so it'll actually be rewarding to find an ADR or an SVU or an M249. It'll be rewarding to find that. It'll still be a great weapon, but it'll be more rewarding to find that, and you don't want to lose it, so you try to go exit, or you have that feeling of, I don't want to die. Your main goal would be surviving and getting out with that weapon. You want to take risk running around, going crazy like most sweats do. I think that's what caused this game to become more of a shooter rather than a looter. I think making higher tier weapons harder to find and obtain after doing materials and weapon stash wipes would make these weapons more valuable and more rewarding to find. Revamp how airdrops work in encounters. Make them random rarity, but if you boost the encounter, the chances of getting a better airdrop rises, making airdrops worth fighting for and more valuable. I have a wish list I would like to see added to the game, like proximity chat, AI and encounters, a knockout system similar to DayZ, ability to lean in pink corners, first person mode, a trader to trade weapons or materials. But of course, this is just a wish list that I would like to see added to the game, that many of my ideas or wish list ideas probably will never be added, unfortunately, like proximity chat. That is the most disappointing for me. Major changes I mentioned could be done fairly quickly, and I know some may not agree or like these changes, but something needs to be done. For the long-term longevity of this game, I truly enjoy this game, and making content on it is more than any other game. I enjoy more than any other game. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't want the game to survive, or if I didn't want this game to succeed. This is actually the first video that I made a script for, so if you hear me kind of like stuttering or slow, it's because I'm trying to read it after I wrote it out. So this is my first video that I tried to write a script for. I did a little bit freestyle talking also throughout the video, so if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop a like down below. Every single like is very much appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. It's very much appreciated. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. If any of these ideas you think could help revive the game and help grow the game. And I think the game just needs a major reset. Game has just become, everybody has hundreds of weapons. All the veteran or high tier players have hundreds of weapons. They have nothing to lose, and they're just running around trying to get their kills up, which I think is what's ruining this game. It truly is ruining this game, and the devs are just trying to make the game something that it's not. I just hope this game succeeds, and I hope we can see a lot of these changes implemented. And I know a lot of people don't agree with the stash, weapon stash and materials wipes for seasonal wipes, I guess you could say. But I think it's what's making games like Escape from Tarkov so successful, is because it has that sense of wanting to survive, and it gives you something to work for, and it gives you something to survive for, rather than just having 50 M249s back at your shelter. If you die, you lose one, you just go get a new one from your shelter. I think that's what's making this game go downhill, and I hope the devs take this feedback and actually use it. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Peace out, Outlanders.